Here we are. Good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. Hope everyone's doing well. Oops, I just pulled my hair out. Dang it. I'm sorry we missed last week, guys. I was away on vacation, and my little buddy was just having a little bit of a hard time adjusting to not being home in the evening, and so he was teething also, and just, oh my goodness, what's going on? Yeah, he was just having a hard time, so I figured I would play the mama card, and I'm just going to leave it alone for now. It's a mess in the back, but you can't really see it. Yeah, so we had to cancel last week so I could snuggle my boy and help him calm down because he was just having a rough time. So I'm glad to be back tonight, and I wanted to talk tonight about the oils that I took with me on our little beach trip. I had a little case here. So I used to travel with like all my oils just in case. But I have a lot of oils, and it's just really unrealistic for me to bring them all with me everywhere I go. It's really expensive if something were to happen to them, and it's just unnecessary because even though I use my oils all the time, I don't use every oil every day, and so I can survive a 1-week trip with just a handful of oils. And these little cases, I think this is an Oil Life case. These hold 10 oils in them, so that's more than enough. Plenty. So let's dig into what I brought and why. First of all, y'all know I can't go anywhere without my balance. We're gonna get some glare, but so this was definitely in my kit for on the go. I'm gonna put some on right now too because I haven't put any oils on this evening yet. And I love this one so much. So Balance is our grounding blend. We put this in the car to diffuse for our, so we drove, it's like a 3-hour drive, and Patton slept most of the drive there. Actually, he did really well, but on the way home he was not about it and had some meltdowns, and so this one was helpful for keeping our sanity on a long car ride with an unhappy child in the back seat. We also diffuse that in the evenings at bedtime, just to help, again, Patton kind of settle into a new place, but also just good for us. There were a couple like days that just, on vacation, things don't always just line up perfectly, and you can kind of get a little stressed out, and then you feel stressed because you're on vacation and you shouldn't be stressing. So Balance is just a really good one to kind of help reset those emotions a little bit. And then another really good one that I liked to pair with that a lot now is our Adaptiv oil. So this is our calming blend, another really good one for mood. And I combined these two. I think these were the two I did in the car. And then the day that Patton just like really had a hard time with his teething, he was just fussy and cranky and nothing would really make him happy. We, again, put this on mom and dad so that we were calm and able to deal with him calmly, but also put this all over him just to help him with any stress or anxious feelings he might be experiencing. Hey there, Tiff. Good to see you tonight. Patton did so well in the car because Logan wasn't there to antagonize him. Yes. So Tiff and I took a road trip together once, and we had both our sons in the back seat, and they did not get along very well. They kind of had this like back and forth little thing going on, and it was fun. It would have been funny if it wasn't so stressful, but we put some lavender on, and they both fell asleep and were quiet pretty much the whole ride, the rest of the ride there. I think Logan woke up right before we got there with a dirty diaper and was unhappy about that, but they did great. The lavender kind of saved us there. Lauren says, just diffused it, loved it. Love it. Yes, these two oils. I don't know if you're talking about the Balance or the Adaptiv, but they're both so great and really helpful for mood support. So those are my two main mood ones that I relied on for the trip. I also have Wild Orange, which I would use for boosting mood. And I think I grabbed the wrong thing. I brought grapefruit with me on this trip. I don't think I brought the wild orange. I think I grabbed this one instead of the cedarwood. So I brought cedarwood with me on the trip because that's another really calming, grounding one. And I really like that in a diffuser at night with a citrus oil and lavender. So we would put that in if we weren't doing the balance with lavender. Another nighttime blend option would be the lavender, the grapefruit, and the cedarwood. Um, so cedarwood's not here, but that's another one that I brought just for our nighttime blend because I really like the smell, and I feel like it's also just like a soothing, calming, grounding one for evening time. Um, Tiff says, if it wasn't so stressful, it would have been hilarious. Yes, I agree. It was a stressful car ride, but we made it and it was worth it. Wild orange is boss. Yes, I love wild orange. So wild orange or grapefruit. I usually bring a citrus. I love all my citrus oils, so I would bring them all if I could, but I try to keep just one at least because citrus oils have that positive, uplifting mood effect to them. And then I also like them to put in my water. So I have a big, I think this is like 32-ounce water bottle that I'll bring, and a silicone straw, and then just the lid screws on top. And the straw can tuck inside, which is kind of nice so that my son can drink from it because, mommy's water always tastes better. But then I'm not like spilling trying to feed him. It's also, I just like drinking out of a straw. I think it's easier. So bring a citrus oil for my water, for diffuser blends. And then the lavender, obviously, that's another great calming one. So good in the car with the balance, good in the diffuser in the evening for help with sleep. Good if you're feeling stressed out and maybe you don't have your balance or your Adaptiv. I would bring, Tiff, this is just a silicone straw. I'm not sure. This one I got from Tidal Salt. She gave it to me when I bought a tumbler from her. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know. I can tag you or tag her to see what kind of straw she has. But I also just bought a pack of some off of Amazon too. So you can get them. You can find them all over the place. And I think this one is like one of the longer ones, like a 10-inch one, I think, instead of a 7-inch, so that it fits in these bigger tumblers. Silicone is safe with the oils in water. Yep. I don't always put it in if I'm like if it's full. Like sometimes you can fold them up and bring them with you, or if you're at the home, like I'll just use it to drink in it. But yeah, it won't break down like glass or stainless steel. Silicone's okay too. So back to lavender. Lavender in the car at night. Another reason I like this is it's really great for calming your skin. So I used this in the evening or when we got back to the house after we'd been in the sun all day, just to help calm down any skin that had maybe been exposed to the sun for too long. So it's a really great after sun oil, along with peppermint. Peppermint's another really great after sun oil as well. It has that cooling effect on it. So you can even make an after sun spray with these two in it and just put it in a little spray bottle to mist on your skin. I was not that fancy, did not plan ahead that far. So I just had those and would just kind of rub it on. I did have some lotion, and your skin kind of gets dried out from like salt water if you're in the ocean a lot. And so the lotion felt really good at moisturizing, and I would just mix the oils in on the go. Then I have Melaleuca. This is another really good skin oil. And this is one I always bring with me traveling. Where we were at was like a clean house. I don't need it for this. But if you're staying in hotels, I always like this one for traveling to rub on your feet or put in the shower before you use it, or on your feet after you've used the shower, just to help keep anything you might have picked up off the floor out of your body system. So, you never know how clean things might be and what else might be lurking around. And so this is just nice to have to make sure that your skin is staying healthy. And then, let's see, what else do we have? So Breathe and On Guard are, again, two staples that you kind of just can't leave the house without. I don't have trouble with breathing issues normally, and neither do the rest of my family. But on the occasion, you know, you might have a snorer in your room and you want to diffuse this at night to help with that. Or if you just feel like you're coming down with a cold and that kind of like congestion and stuff, it's just nice to have on hand just to know that you can help keep your airways clear, support your respiratory system and stuff like that. So this is kind of one of those just in case oils that I really like to have with me when traveling. And then same with the On Guard. If we're staying at a hotel, again, that's not what we were doing this time, but if we were staying at a hotel, I would diffuse this as soon as we get into the room, just to help make sure the air is clean, help support our immune system after traveling, just making sure that we are in tip-top shape so that, you know, on our vacation, we're not getting worn down or coming down with anything else. So this is kind of another protective one that I just like just in case if you feel like we're coming down with something, or to diffuse at the beginning of our trip just to make sure that we stay healthy and our immune system stays supported. And then the last one I brought is the TerraShield. So our repellent blend, our outdoor blend. I have the spray and I prefer to use that because it's just a little bit easier of an application for me. You know, spritz my kids' arms and legs and then rub them down, and same with myself. But I usually, if we're going to a buggy place, which, you know, the beach can be in the evening, we're sitting out on patios and things like that, can get a little itchy sometimes. So I had a spray, but I just brought a backup just in case to put in the spray bottle if we happen to use up the spray. I had room in my bag, and so rather than bringing a second spray bottle, I just brought an extra oil to dump into the spray bottle. So those are my 10 essential oils. I'll go over them again as I put them back. The TerraShield outdoor blend for insects and things like that while you're outside. Our On Guard and our Breathe, just to help keep us healthy, more of like a preventative thing. Melaleuca, tea tree. Lavender and Peppermint, those I really used mostly for skin and after sun stuff. The lavender a little bit for nighttime and calming. Our Grapefruit was my citrus one that I chose, but you also could do any of your citrus, wild orange, lemon, lime, any one that you prefer. Cedarwood for our diffuser at night, and then our Balance and our Adaptiv for our emotional support, stress kind of stuff. So those were my 10 oils, and then I brought a few supplements as well. So I did cheat a little bit. I'm still doing that Skinny Jeans blend, which is a capsule full of oils. And if you are interested in knowing more about that, you can search in the group, in the search bar, Skinny Jeans blend, and it should be there for you to see what all that is. So I did bring those oils in like a separate thing, but really those oils I just used for that purpose. So they weren't like my travel oils, they were like my supplement oils, if that makes sense. And obviously can't go anywhere without this. I use this for daily vitality, health, and energy. And I just didn't want to like not take this and then not feel well or not have energy. You know, on vacation, sometimes you're staying up later or getting up earlier or not sleeping the same because it's just a different environment than you're used to. So gotta have my vitamins to keep my energy up and keep my health up so I don't get sick on vacation. And then also my two other like have-to-haves, probiotic, just to keep your digestive system happy and running well while you're out, and TerraZyme, our digestive enzyme. And this one is really important to me, not just because it helps you break down, digest, absorb the nutrients that are in your food, but it also has an anti-gluten enzyme or I just had it somewhere. I think it's an anti-gluten enzyme or a blend of it or something like that. And being allergic to gluten, that's really important to me because if you're eating out on vacation, and potentially exposed to something, anti-gluten enzyme blend. So it's a blend. But yeah, I just never want to be like accidentally exposed to something at a restaurant and not feel well and not have anything to help me support me with that. So TerraZyme's another one I have. You also could bring your digestion blend as a potential oil help again, as like one of those preventative measures if you happen to come down with a stomach ache, or if it's a long drive and you maybe feel car sick and you get nauseous easily, or if a change of schedule kind of throws off your regularity. That's another one that's really good and helpful to have with you on a trip. So thankfully we don't have too many issues with that, so we didn't have to bring that. That's another one that you could think about bringing. A couple others that I would recommend, depending on your situation, that you could bring, that we didn't need personally, but I could see myself bringing at some point, are like the kids line of oils, just like Peyton's own special calmer blend maybe, or his tummy tamer blend. You know, if you have issues with soreness, especially sleeping in a different bed or doing activities you don't normally do, maybe your deep blue rub or the oil would be helpful for you. And if you have a specific oil that just like really you use commonly, you know, if you take copaiba every day, or, you know, if you love the cheer oil or something like that, you know, bring your favorites also, obviously, as well. But those are the main ones for me that I always like use often, and that makes sense for us to bring on this trip. So keep typing questions if you guys have any. I'm going to check really quick on that post and make sure there were no other questions on my specific question post. And then I want to tell you guys about our challenge. Okay, no questions yet. So this was a reschedule from last month, but I know we've had a lot of new people come in since last month. So just in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, we were going to run a 10-day emotional wellness, like mental health type of challenge with Adaptiv and our daily habits kit in July. And then we postponed it to August because of BOGO week, because BOGO week was going to go for 2 weeks, and I just didn't want you all to worry about keeping up with this 10-day challenge and keeping up with all the BOGOs and all that. So we moved it to August, and then I went on vacation and realized I bit off more than I could chew. So I apologize for that, but I just wasn't able to get it up and running for you guys this week. So rather than start it like in the middle of the week or have it kind of overlap into the beginning of next week, or beginning of September, when you know, like new promotions might be coming out and stuff like that, I just decided to push it back one more time to, what did I say now? I'm trying to remember. I think it was September 1st through the 10th. Is that right? I'm so sorry, guys. I like totally blanked. Yeah, 1st through 10th. So so you have time to prepare and get ready, and then hopefully with the new September promos coming out, it won't be too crazy because you'll just, you know, plan your order around that and be okay. But I wanted to kind of like have it start on a day that kind of made sense. So like the 1st felt like it made sense. So what that is it's free, 10-day challenge. There's going to be like daily posts from me that will have educational information. So we're going to talk through mental health and what all that is. Thank you, Tiff. September 1st through 10th. I like just totally blanked. It'd been in the end of the month, and then I decided for September we'll do it at the beginning, so you guys don't have to wait and potentially have it get pushed back for a third time. So we're going to do it for sure September 1st. Daily exercises. We'll have like activities that you guys can do each day, but also information. So we're going to be delving into a deeper understanding of how essential oils help with mental health, what you can do to support your body naturally. We get into really some interesting stuff about like dehydration and how that affects depression, anxiety, other mental health issues. We're going to talk about doTERRA, how doTERRA can help support mental health. And then you guys will have a guidebook that you can download that will have like a, what's the word I'm trying to talk? Survey? Like an analyzing, my gosh, I'm like blanking on the words tonight. You can fill it out, like rate yourself. Evaluation, that's the word. You'll have an evaluation at the beginning and then one at the end. So you can kind of measure how you feel like this challenge helped you. And then it'll have like the daily activities for you to do as well. So you can kind of follow along with the posts that we're doing, check things off, read the information, that sort of thing. So there is like a supplement routine. So we'll be taking supplements, we'll be using oils. So let me know if this is something you think you want to do. I'll let you know what you need to get so that you can make sure you have all your supplies ready for when we start. Now you can do it without that and just follow along with like all the free stuff. You're not going to get the same results, but you can kind of test it out that way too if you want to, and then see, okay, here's how much it helped me without buying everything. Now let me try it with buying it. Or maybe you feel like you just want to keep doing the challenge for the free part. I think it's really valuable information, so I'm really excited to share it with you guys. And if you do want to take a sneak peek at it, that is already, the guidebook's already in our units tab. So, so we have our FAQ for customers, and then we have our, I think it's our FAQs for builders, and then our emotional wellness challenge. Or it might be the other way around. It might be FAQ for customers, and then the challenge, and then the FAQ for builders. So if you click on units, you should be able to find it pretty easily. Just scroll through until you see the emotional wellness challenge. And the guidebook should already be in there, so you can download it and take a look through it before we get started, so you're prepped for September 1st. And yeah, I'm super excited to get that going for you guys and share that information, because I know I've been like teasing it out now for 2 months. So we're going to do it. I promise. It's coming. And I'm super excited about it. So I think that's it tonight, guys. Unless we have questions, I do have our giveaway. I'm not going to forget that. So for those of you who are new, we do our LRP Love giveaway every Thursday. And it is week 3. So week 3 winner, all they have to do is be on LRP and have ordered something this month. So our winner tonight is Amy Patton. Congratulations, Amy. Contact me to claim your prize, and I will get that out to you as soon as possible. I think, guys, that I'm finally caught up on all my doTERRA mail. I got a little backed up for a little while, but I think everybody's goodie bags are out. I think all our giveaway winners that have contacted me have their prize. So if you are owed a prize and you have not received it yet, let me know, because I need to connect with you to make sure that it didn't get lost or something, because we should all be caught up. So congratulations, Amy. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you had having a wonderful week, and I will talk to you all next week. Let me know what your questions are so I can answer them next week and help you guys out. Okay? Talk to you later.